As we have always said from the beginning, this is so that African scientists can take a self-determined pathway and answer the questions that they think is most important, answer go into the research areas that they feel is of priority.
Hello,
Morning.
Steve. Good morning,
Yo.
Steve.
Hey.
Ça va?
Hey. Ça va bien.
Any group can be daunting, especially at this time, or coming here when we've only got 10 days with students. But it's going really well. We've been adapting the training program a bit as well, not just because of the time frame we have, but also different learning styles and working with people that they're scientists primarily, and the tree climbing is a completely foreign technique for them to pick up.
You see firsthand that it's having an effect not only on the people but on their careers, on how they're viewing their futures in science, how science is changing to adapt these new skills. It is at the core of why we do this.
Yes, so for our cohort of participants in this year, if we look at the kind of research that they are into or the interest, we had people that are into biomonitoring for biodiversity, and for that interested in large mammals, small mammals. They will need camera trapping for some of the biomonitoring activities, and that will require climbing skills.
Yeah, my name is Pascal Sylvana. I am from Rwanda, and there I study biodiversity conservation and natural resource management at the University of Rwanda, and I am a research assistant at the National Herbarium of Rwanda. If you look at the research there in terms of canopy exploration, we can see that there is no research that have been done in terms of canopy research. First of all, I will try to explore the canopy by finding the ORCID diversity in our forest. So we are delighted to have these skills so that we will know more about the canopy diversity and maybe other animals that can be residing in the canopies.
All those things that they are into makes climbing essential. It's just access, and without access, it does not matter how much you get in funding, you are still greatly handicapped in terms of how far you can go.
Et on arrive aujourd'hui à utiliser les matériels, à changer les codes, à marcher sur les branches et à utiliser la code de mouvement pour travailler sur les branches. Je suis vraiment content de cette formation. L'environnement, je fais la recherche sur des animaux en brousse dans nos canopées, précisément les pangolins à ventre noire, les poteaux de Bosman, les nids de chimpanzés, toutes espèces qui vivent dans la canopée. C'est pour cette étude, pour approfondir cette étude, je suis venu ici pour suivre cette formation avec les équipements bien adaptés et avec les professionnels pour aller compléter ce qui nous manque dans notre étude Agyemang. Je viens de la Guinée-Conakry, précisément dans la région forestière Nous travaillons dans la réserve des Agyemang depuis 2009. Nous sommes là pour la protection des espèces en voie de disparition et leur habitat.
And especially for our master students who would want to go on to future opportunities, pursuing a PhD, with this skill set that they have, it means that they are open to opportunities that will have climbing as a requirement, or opportunities that involves canopy research. It means that they can already put in an application for that because of the skill set that they have now. So it's now access to a new world of opportunities, which without climbing access definitely would exclude them from even attempting to put in an application for something like that.
It's amazing. Yeah, trying to build a lot more comfort. I'm much more interested in monitoring of biodiversity. So particularly I'm interested in bats. So to monitor and assess them, you have to be getting up there to send up acoustic recorders. So this is very essential to help me get to the canopy to monitor biodiversity and other life forms. Yeah. You don't get a lot of data being published about bats in Ghana. That means not a lot of research. I think this will be actually closing the research gap with this kind of skills, because if I'm able to get up there and mount my cameras and recorders like we have here, then it's a good way of getting data you wouldn't usually have without tree climbing skills. Yeah.
Okay, so there's lots of tiny little writing and markings on these carabinas, and part of the responsibility about this equipment is knowing the limitations of each piece of equipment. Providing information, we're providing this platform of skills and techniques. They are then taking it and adapting it to what they need and how they use it, and that to me is just, it warms the heart massively, but it suddenly creates a different perspective even for us, for what is possible and how then we can continue to provide the information required in a different environment with a different culture, different conservation, ecology, all of these things. You know, we're learning and adapting as we go. It's not just them as well, it's this joint evolution of canopy research.
So I'm going to install a temperature logger. So we've already installed one in the upper canopy, and now I'm going to install this one in the mid canopy. Taking this temperature records would help us know how the various temperature at the various canopy levels is affecting the distribution and patterns of the ant species existing there.
We've managed to build something here together with Bismark and all the students that's very real, very tangible, and having very big impact. While it's a lot of administration and a lot of work to get those finances together, I think the product that we've been able to generate collaboratively with the local people is pretty sensational. The results are obvious. I think the critical thing that I think we're all in very much agreement with is this is a project to enable Ghanaian scientists and hopefully African scientists as a whole to undertake a very self-determined pathway into their own career choices and their own research. And we don't need to be here. Ideally, we wouldn't need to be here to hold their hand at any stage of that. So that's what we're really after.
So how much?
How much?
How much?
1.2 million should do.
Or you just round up to 1.3?
Yeah, it's rounded up to 1.5. Yeah. Nah, well, if you're going to go 1.5, 2 million's not far away, is it? It's all about scale.
We need to go close as well.